hate the homies.
Yo, what it is, man? Rock Teasy in the house. Welcome back to another episode of I Hate the Homies, and that's my two other homies right there that y'all staring at.
What's cracking, y'all? It's your boy Griff, man, the first homie, and I hate the homie for reals.
And it's your boy Super Dave. But guess what?
We don't care.
Well, I care about something real fast, doggone it, before we get this thing started. Doggone polar bear Griff. Like, we're going to have to do a whole episode
Look at his eyes. Look at his eyes.
Yeah, you know, I'm talking about you, Griff. You know, we're going to explain how you just went bipolar on us all day today. Like, you got the nerve to get bothered because we made accommodations for you. Congratulations, the homie.
Oh, look at the finger. The finger going up.
Hold on. Congratulations.
Tell them what's going on first.
Congratulations. I'm telling them what's going on.
Definitely.
Hey, we ain't got no script on I Hate the Homies. We just, you know how we do. So first of all, we're gonna talk about Deshaun Watson and his apology. We're gonna talk about Kevin Durant, his situation. You know, we got the preseason performance on Deshaun Watson. Is that gonna happen more? Or
man,
you know, we got a whole lot of stuff that we're gonna get into, man. But let me just share this real fast, okay? First of all, we got to congratulate Griff, our homie. He's shooting a movie right now. I'm sure he's gonna talk about it in due time. So congratulations for all that. So he's actually on set right now. So we made accommodations for him because we couldn't do our episode at our normal time. So we can make it, so we can go to do his taping and he can come back.
Are you kidding me right now, dog? Yes, sir. We going in. Dave, you ain't gotta be shamed. Go ahead and say your piece too, Dave. Go ahead.
Rock.
What?
No, I'm not gonna talk about him like that. This man ain't had any food right now. He's tired.
And what else did you say about him? What else did you say?
And he need to be burped.
He got his panties on.
Come on, you got the panties too tight.
Ray Duggar, play the music, dog.
Let's go, man. Let's go.
I hate the homies.
All right, man. So let's get this thing popping, Sam. We're gonna talk about
No. We not talking about nothing except you, Rock T.
What?
Super Dave asked you, and congratulations on you for having back-to-back weeks with your wife and knocking out business at the same time, and y'all just always getting it in. Shout out to Ricky Smiley's soft open or something he might be doing annually, and you were there. But Dave and I asked you, hey, let's do it on a weekend, dog. And that was my only 2 free days. And you was like, oh, we can't do it. So we accommodated you. How dare you? What did you talk about?
Let's fight.
I'll give you that one.
Fight over here. Let's come over. Let's fight over here.
But finish. I'll give you that one, Griff. But finish it. I said the reason why.
And then you rushed to Dallas to get to the studio right at 9:00, like we always do it on Mondays.
Right.
We appreciate you making that happen because you could have said, hey, man, still on this island. Can't get with you. Holler at you. And then we wasn't prepared this morning. I'm already pressed for time, dog. So I don't have to tell y'all we wake up early. All of us on this thing right now wake up at 3:30, 3:00 every morning, Monday through Friday. Yes, it ain't for the faint of heart. It sound good to do radio, but you really might not be about that life, dog. And then all day today, you duck text messages like an ex-girlfriend, dog. You don't reply to no messages, dog. Dave.
Oh, hold up.
Dave. Am I lying? Dave, it's something on your camera, dog. It's something by your camera, dog. It's something by your camera, dog.
Yeah, Dave, you got a fuzz. You got some crumbs on your camera, dog. Oh, no, hold on. Now let me respond to that. Okay. First of all, when we said that we couldn't do it this morning at 9:00, right? Because everything wasn't ready. Griff had to go. So we said, okay, cool. I suggested because you didn't know how long you was going to be taping today. So I said, well, guess what? Let's go ahead and do tomorrow morning, same time, and we good. And I thought we all agreed. Super Dave,
no, I told you this was the only time that I had. I thought I made. So if you didn't understand that part, then that's a misunderstanding on my part.
Super Dave, what did you understand, Super Dave? What did you understand?
I just like for the first time that we're not talking about me and we're not dogging Super Dave out. I just love it. I love when two other people are fighting. I can go fight.
You're avoiding the question.
Fight.
You're avoiding the question. What did you understand?
We were supposed to do it when? We were supposed to do it today, this morning.
Right.
And then Griff did text to see if we could do it later on this evening because I had meet the teacher night.
Okay.
He responded. I responded. Rocky didn't respond.
Exactly.
You forgot about this morning, though.
Exactly.
What about this morning, though? Because I said we can just do it all in the morning as long as we get the thing out on Tuesday, which is tomorrow. And we all said, all right, cool.
You know what? If I'm wrong. Let me give our listeners and viewers an analogy. If you not a mailman and you say, hey man, just knock out your route real quick and then we could do whatever after. It's not easy. It's not easy. You downplaying the hardness of the route. That's it. Let's talk about sports, dog.
Hold on, Dave. Did you understand that analogy, Dave, or is it just me?
Dave don't care. Dave happy. We not talking.
Dave said, nope. Wait a minute, Griff. You my homie, boy, but your analogies, man, be taking me. Well, I don't know if they be getting all the way home, bro.
I'd rather him go back to the Bible analogy. I'd rather him go back to the Bible.
What was that, dog? All right, we're here, dog. Man. Let's talk about Deshaun Watson, man. So he gave an apology. Now, I don't know if you want to call that an apology, but Griff, you tell me what you think. And let's go around the horn. I'll let you guys go first.
I wish he would have apologized for that 1 for 5, 7 yards, and him overthrowing wide open wide receivers. And you know what? The Cleveland Browns are setting Deshaun Watson up. If you have a property or if you have a valued source of something, you don't throw him out to slaughter. And that's exactly what's going to happen to him every time he go out. Women's groups, men's groups, they was chanting horrible things about that man. Why would you do somebody like that and you gave them $250 million? You know he most likely will not play the rest of the season. Don't do that, Cleveland, because you mad. Because you mad, and he need to eat some of that mad that you ate.
I think the hardest thing is, and I don't want to be fair to Deshaun Watson, but we all know when you're dealing with lawyers and attorneys, they're telling you can't say anything to impact the case that's going on right now, and that's what's going on with Deshaun Watson. I'll give him that part, but I thought his apology was too little, too late. And what is he apologizing for? All he said was all of the women that I have impacted in this situation. In what situation? Because, if we were all women, we all have wives. You got to explain what you were sorry for. Mm-hmm. He didn't say what he's sorry for. He just said the impact. We already know it's an impact. It's been an impact for the past, year and a half. But give me the reason why you apologize. Are you admitting, finally? Because we see it, but are you admitting that you did something to how many women? 24? If you're going to admit it, go all the way with it, and then we can move on from this because you will be suspended.
Well, he's definitely not going to admit it outside. His lawyer ain't going to let him say
He's not going to let him admit that, no.
Yeah.
But by what he said about impacting those women, he really didn't say anything. So it really was an apology to me. And I'm telling you guys know, we all have wives. You got to explain what you're sorry for. It can't just say, oh, dear, I'm sorry about the impact that I caused in this house. No, she wants to know in detail so it won't happen again. And the same thing with Deshaun Watson. He didn't tell you in detail, which I know he can't. But don't say anything then. Leave it like it is.
Yeah, he you could tell this is a publicity situation. Like, hey, you got to say something. You got to make an attempt to make some sort of an apology, just so you can show that you have a heart, that you care, that you are bothered, that everything that you've caused for these women and so on and so forth. So, I cannot disagree with you, Dave. And it's like, listen, this is a tough one for me because we want our brother to win.
Absolutely. We wanted him to.
We wanted him to win.
Him too.
But at the same time, wrong is wrong, man. And if it was one or two women, okay, it's like, all right, but 24 at least, it's like, brother, if you're going to apologize, if this is going to be a publicity stunt, whatever you want to call it, you got to say, Dave, you're right. You got to say, listen, my bad. I'm sorry. I made a mistake. I let my manhood take advantage, get the best of me. Yeah. I was flirting a little bit too hard. And I thought because of my status as an NFL star quarterback that these women were, whatever
okay
word
with it.
Absolutely.
And you see what you're saying about Deshaun? You see what you're saying about him? I need that same apology from you. Right?
Nah, dog. Griff, you don't understand.
Everything you just said. No. I mean, keep that same energy. I'm listening.
All right.
Emphasis.
Yeah. So I'm going to apologize for being so nice and lenient to.
That's the Deshaun Watson. You being Deshaun right now, dog.
Dealing with Griff bipolarness. Like, I don't think you understand, bro, how you will say one thing and then
Okay. So then I apologize for the misunderstanding.
Bam.
Because I thought it was and again, running off of no sleep, hurrying up, can't even talk.
If Deshaun Watson,
because I thought I made it clear that we was gonna do something else. So that's my bad. Next time.
If Deshaun Watson was listening to this right now, see, he would learn how to apologize. And he wouldn't have to go through what he's going through right now. He will be suspended for 12 games. And he will get a significant fine. And he will have to seek counseling. I don't think we get past those things because you saw what happened in Jacksonville that night. And he's going to get this everywhere he goes if he plays a game this season, which is fans are going to go after this guy. Some of the fans in Jacksonville said, no means no.
What you're saying, Super Dave, is it may be in his best interest to want to be suspended for the entire year to let this kind of die down a little bit. And when he comes back next year, they still gonna get at him in the stands, but it maybe won't be as hard.
You saw how hard it was for Michael Vick when he came back.
Yeah,
Michael Vick was a superstar, but you saw the dog lovers out there. I mean, they were picking it out in some of these stadiums right now. You might be fine at home in Cleveland, but when you go to these other places, they're gonna attack you. They're gonna come after you. And do you have the mindset to go through that?
The intestinal fortitude, homie.
Huh?
The intestinal fortitude to withstand it all, because Michael Vick had to withstand it all, went to jail, came back, took the Eagles to the playoffs, and really redeemed himself. But if I was Michael Vick, I would have had a cat. I would have been petting a cat all season on the sidelines, dog, like Dr. Evil, dog. When is the offense back out there, dog?
But you know what? Let's not look past this too with Deshaun Watson performance. I know it's only the first preseason game, and this guy had played in a couple of years,
right?
But what did you go? 1 for 5 for 7 total yards.
Well, see, listen, I don't really look into the stats in the preseason when they play one series.
But you have to. You were supposed to go out there.
See, Griff is coming around. I like that.
Not really. I mean,
I know y'all don't respect preseason, and it's fine.
No, I respect it, but I don't put a lot into it. I just seen Aaron Rodgers and Tom Brady come out in the preseason game and go 1 for 6, 1 for 7, and then they go back to the bench. I mean, that don't really series don't really mean nothing.
Rock, your boy from the Steelers the only quarterback drafted in the first round from Pitt, and every Saturday he played at former Heinz Field. That dude came out and made everyone watching feel like if today was the day that we pick a quarterback, the job is Pickett's. And that's what I be looking for in the preseason. Who want to make the team? You fumble in the first preseason game, dog. Johnson, come up. Like no one is. This is all about who wanted more, dog. And that display looked like I don't care. I don't care.
And you know why? You know why, Griff? Because he's guaranteed how much money? $230 million.
230
contract in the NFL is guaranteed. He's getting paid like an NBA player, which you see most of those guys don't really care after they get their money.
So, Sue, let me ask you in this order then. So Lamar Jackson gave the Baltimore Ravens an ultimatum and said, I'm going to give y'all till week 1.
Mm-hmm.
If Deshaun Watson got $230 million up front, what Lamar Jackson gonna make? And don't forget that the Ravens owner said 3 days after, and I know, Rock T, 3 days after they gave Deshaun all that money, the Ravens owner said to the Cleveland owner, man, you just messed the game up for everybody.
Oh yeah, but because it starts at 230 guaranteed, it's gonna go up from there. That's the floor for Lamar Jackson.
Lamar can say, give me $300 million up front, and he doesn't have an agent, and I'm a fan of that. The only person I can think of who didn't have an agent that made millions and millions and millions was Kevin Garnett. So I love that Lamar don't have an agent.
I think Lamar, because he has the MVP to go with that a couple of years ago, he can ask for whatever money he wants. He's going to get more money than Deshaun Watson and more than Kyler Murray.
Absolutely.
I don't think he'll get more than Aaron Rodgers, but the bottom line is I don't think anybody else, I don't think I have to worry about it. Nobody else would see that guarantee money like that again. Kyler got 160.
Yeah. Well,
you ain't going to see 230. No, they were desperate because other teams were after Deshaun Watson. Now, I hope it pays off for them because the only way it pays off is by what? By Cleveland winning the Super Bowl.
Well,
that's the only way.
I
don't see them winning the Super Bowl with Deshaun Watson being away for 2 years. That's a long time to be away.
I don't see Cleveland winning the Super Bowl at all. But let's back up. Yeah, let's back up to the Lamar Jackson not having an agent, being his own negotiator, which is a game changer. And I guarantee you, a lot of these young players going to come up and start doing the same thing because you're cutting out the middleman. You're cutting out all the fees. You're cutting out all the people that send you money. Because at the end of the day, do your own homework, understand your value, and say, here's how much I want, period.
Yeah, but you better have somebody look through that fine print.
No. But you can have a lawyer.
Okay. There you go.
You don't have to have an agent, though.
There you go.
You could call somebody like Cass and be like, Cass, I'd rather give you $5 million than give an agent $60 million, and I'm the one that negotiated.
Come on now.
The agent's whole job is to find a team, to talk to the general manager, to get your client on. If you already there and you the MVP in your rookie salary, dog, they gotta talk to you different. I love it. I'm happy for him. Keep the braids and look like a whole black man.
Okay, but let me ask you this. You guys are owners. We can say GMs. I'll give the GM title for both of you guys.
He just demoted us in one.
Hey, well, are we the owners or we the GM? What is
I don't look at y'all as being owners. I see y'all as GMs. So when you look at being a GM, can you see yourself giving Lamar $300 million or even $245 guaranteed?
Yeah, he's the franchise. As of right now, he's the franchise.
But guaranteed.
Yeah, as of right now,
one time.
He's the franchise. I got to. What am I gonna do?
Okay, so Rock T, as one owner to another,
GM.
Oh, okay, one GM to another. I gotta eat $260 million for Lamar Jackson. Now I start doing the math. How much was his jerseys for? How many times did we have sold out games? How many times did we go to the playoffs? How much money did he make for the franchise? And always remember, y'all, people not throwing around 250 million because they're gonna get 280 back. They expecting a whole turnaround of like 2.5 billion.
Easy.
I promise you.
Easy.
Okay, 2.5 million plus what? A Super Bowl.
2.5 billion.
Billion.
If I give you 260, 280, I'm expecting to get 3 big. I'm about to buy a whole new stadium off your back.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
But you also better deliver a championship. The same pressure Deshaun Watson's going through, the same pressure Kyler Murray's going through. When you start getting that big time money, because now you're taking away not only from you getting your money, but you're taking away from putting players on your team. And we've seen that with Seattle over the years. When Russell Wilson got his money, what happened? Players started getting picked apart. They started going to other teams, and they wasn't the same team. He had no offensive line, no running game. Dak is going to go through that same process because you can't pay everybody.
Well, let me tell you something.
That's guaranteed money. I'm not paying guaranteed money.
That comes along with being the most important position on the field, the quarterback position. It is what it is. So if any player got a problem, then doggone it, stop playing defensive end and go play quarterback and be good. It is what it is. So let's talk about our sister Serena Williams, who announced her retirement, and she recently played in the Open, I believe in Toronto, got eliminated in the second round, and she's expected to play her last match, the U.S. Open in New York, later on this month. Listen, man, she's the GOAT to me. Now we can go around the table and discuss what the ESPN analyst said.
Don't do that. Don't do that this week. Don't do that. Y'all told me last week there's no such thing as just a GOAT. Y'all said a GOAT of Hall of Fames, but not one particular person being the GOAT.
I would like to say that Serena Williams is the GOAT of all people that swung a racket that's not a man. Straight up.
And I have no problem with that. But we argued last week. Y'all made me try to make me look silly when I said who were we talking about being the GOAT last. Oh, we're talking about like LL Cool J.
No, Muhammad Ali. Because I said you saying is Muhammad Ali the greatest of all time? I said, well, I think he's the greatest of all time, but I got a theory to test that. And the theory is this man named himself.
That's fine.
The greatest of all time. That was one of his nicknames. So
marketing.
Everybody, when you think of the greatest of all time in boxing, everybody automatically says Muhammad Ali because that's one of his nicknames. But is he truly, really the greatest of all time according to his statistics and his win-loss records, according to knockouts, so on and so forth? Because Rocky Marciano was undefeated, Mayweather is undefeated. I mean, how do you compare the greatest of all time? Mike Tyson was the best in his era. Is he the greatest of all time?
See, here we go again. But it's about to me, it's about what you believe. If you believe when Griff just said a few minutes ago, when he looks at Serena Williams, and I'm pretty sure when you look at the other side, like white people talking about Navratilova, Griff, Everett, they may look at that.
Just add up the plaques, dog. They don't have enough.
No. I'm not arguing with you. I'm saying she is the GOAT because she just didn't win. She also added to the game. She made playing that sport and being a woman and showing emotion, because some women don't really show emotion when they're on the court. She brought it to where it brought attention to where I'm going to be me. I'm going to be me on the court. I'm going to do what I want to do.
If it wasn't for King Richard and his vision with his daughters, Naomi Osaka wouldn't be the highest paid female on the whole planet. Her whole life, they raised her to beat Venus and Serena. That was it. They had no other goal. They raised her to be a killer, and she did. And will she be the GOAT at the rate she going? Absolutely not. This is what Naomi Osaka do all the time after she loses in the first round. Well, I just want to thank
Griff. She has mental problems.
He's up on it, bro.
People tell me that I'm.
He's a comedian. He is a comedian. Let him have it.
Yeah.
They were taking pictures in the top, and I just saw
he's up
and
he's up on Osaka, man. That's the home girl.
She not. You know what? She's not even in a conversation with Serena.
Not yet. No.
I mean, she is money wise, but
But I'm talking about when I'm looking at the GOAT, and the one thing that I think we all remember as men is when she wore that cat suit on the court. That trick right there, that showed you who she is and what she's about. She didn't care about what nobody else thought about what she had on. She felt like, I'm gonna wear what I want to wear, and I'm gonna still win and dominate.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and close this segment out real fast by saying why Serena is the GOAT. Serena Williams was so awesome that everybody was saying she could probably beat some professional men tennis players.
Yeah, they were saying that.
At the peak of her career, she was dominating so awesome that they're like, man, she need to go play against some guys to get better competition at one point in time. So that right there, enough. And plus, what? She's got 23 total titles.
Yeah, Grand Slam.
Yeah.
Steffi
Graf had 22.
Yeah.
And
Martina Navratilova had 18 Grand Slams.
Come on, man. So come on. It is what it is. She the GOAT. Enough said. Period.
Now, Griff brought this story up to me a couple of days ago, and I'm not in this boat because I've been married one time, only have my set of kids, but this man pays $500 a month in child support. Why you laughing, Griff? You know where I'm going.
No, I'm gonna tell you why, and then I'm gonna let you finish. Cause you let it be clear, dog. I only got my set of kids. I ain't got no stupid blended family. I don't want no stupid blended family, dog. Like it's just funny to me, dog.
Hey, I'm a proud man and husband and father of an amazing blended family. What it
Yes.
Me too.
And my wife is here right now too.
Go get her.
Honey. Oh, she don't want to come
Go
up.
get her.
She don't want to come up. My bad. She don't.
No, that's your wife. That's your wife
dog.
behind you. We can't never see her face. That looking like Batman back there. You don't know if she's real, man.
Okay. All right. Look, the man pays $500.
Can I talk now, Dave? Can I talk now, please?
Hey, how you doing, Mrs. Super Dave?
Well, you know, I'm finally out the bag. I just, I wish you guys would lay off my husband some. Just because he hates stepkids, that's not, if y'all can cut him some slack. Mrs. Super Dave, we can't hear you. What about now?
We'll bust open the bag.
What about
Okay.
now?
All right. I like it when you two guys are arguing at the beginning of the show. That's what I like.
Oh, no, we done with that, dog.
Dang it. Okay. The man pays $500 a month in child support. The child mother is asking him to buy shoes. The child's mother is asking him to buy shoes for the child, but his wife is not having it.
Right.
Who's wrong here?
Yeah, because that's
Big question.
part of that $500 is supposed to go towards to kids' child support. Go buy some shoes with that $500.
I like you, Rock. There you go. Thank you.
Now look, let me say this real quick.
No, don't change. Don't change that.
I'm not changing nothing. I ain't changing nothing. Now, I'm the type of dude that I'll get a child support, and yeah, you need to go buy clothes and shoes with that $500 for our child. Now, because I'm who I am, I'm probably gonna buy some extra clothes and shoes anyways and give as a gift. Like, here's some more extra stuff that I'm giving as dad. I'm gonna probably do that anyways. But technically, that $500, you can go buy those shoes from that money right there.
But your wife,
let me be the angel's advocate to you,
Here we
Rock.
go.
Rock, I'm so disappointed with your answer. I just knew you would ride for the homie. And let me just speak on behalf of the women. $500 ain't no money. First of all,
a month, yes, not.
That's no money.
No.
Second of all, this your child. This ain't a random human being that you throwing $500 at. If you paid the child support and she still need to buy a flute, or if she still needs some cheer clothes, or if she still need a track outfit, and you ain't gonna put none on because your little funky 500. You think that's all it take? Come on now. Come on.
But
now.
hold on, we're missing the point.
Go ahead,
that ain't the point. The point is the wife is having a problem with him spending money on that child if he's already paying child support.
Someone called our show, Get Up Mornings with Erica Campbell, and they said, y'all being too hard on this lady. What if they also have kids? He pays his $500 and those extra shoe money that he gonna get this kid that's already getting $500. What about the kids they have in their house and they getting less because you paying the $500? So it's a bunch of ways to look at it. But as a man, I'm taking care of what's mine, dog. That's the bottom line.
Behind your wife's back.
Now, okay. So the wife was so the wife went on to say, blank your kid, blank your ex-wife, blank like all that was unnecessary. So it was some frustration and some feelings behind this that we don't know about. But overall, I think that brother wasn't running his house, because here it is with his wife packing his clothes on social media, sticking them in a suitcase and cussing him all the way out like he was 14 years old.
Like he was 6 years old, bro. Like for real. Now let me say this, man. Okay, we still don't know how is child support determined? According to how much money that you make.
Salary.
The judge says, okay, you have to pay this percentage of your salary as child support a month. So if the number is 500, then that means the brother don't make, he's not earning that much income anyways. Okay, so that's the best he can do. So he gives his $500, and now the mother wants him to buy some more shoes. He may ain't got no more money. Like for real, he's probably living on a fixed income. Not saying he don't want to give extra to his kid. He's like, yo, this is all I can do. So try to make it work. Now, when I work some overtime or get some extra bread or whatever, okay, cool. I'll do some more. I'll go get some more shoes for my son or my kid or whatever. But that's a piece that we gotta be respectable about. We don't know how much he has left over after that $500. According to the judge, hardly anything.
But that's fine. But the wife is saying, I don't want you to spend no more money on that kid or on your ex. Period. Are you willing to do something behind your wife's back? That's the bottom line.
No, I'm gonna tell my wife in a very respectful way. Listen, that's my child, and you married me, and you married me. This baggage, whatever you want to call it. I don't like to use that term baggage, but to make this point, I'm gonna use it. I'm gonna make this point. Like, you married me, and I have this child with another person. Now, even if me and the biological mother don't get along for whatever reason, that's cool. But that's my child. So you married me, you also married my child. So, if I want to do something extra, whether it's buy extra shoes or give extra money towards the kid, then I'm asking you to support me as my wife. And if you can't, then it ain't gonna be no ultimatum. I'm gonna leave you or nothing. But I'm like, we gotta have a come to Jesus discussion about this.
The come to Jesus discussion should have been when she said F your daughter and F your ex. Like, so the feelings we're media, y'all. We just report on what we see. So we're definitely making up hypothetical situations with what could happen, trying to give people the benefit of the doubt. But his wife was mannish, and no females talking to me like that ever ain't gonna be any part of my life. Like, I'm just saying, that's just me.
See, that's what I like from you guys. You guys are different from week 1 and week 2 when y'all are all just, I'll do everything for my wife. I'm gonna be so nice to her. Be the man. We're the pants in the family.
That's not what we were saying. That's not what we were saying, man. We trying to
Dave, put that bag on.
Can I go to bed, honey?
Yeah.
I'm sleepy now. Please let me go to sleep. Nights.
She gets $500 a month. And I know if I'm not making a whole bunch of money,
no money, dog.
I know, but if I'm not making a whole bunch of money, that's the child support. That's what the judge said. That should be enough to take care of that child. That's it. If I did do something, I'm gonna give him the pro wings I had back in the day. And ain't nothing wrong with the pro wings.
Did you say pro wings? Yo, yeah. Yo, that was the shoes that my parents bought me when I made the basketball team in 7th grade. I'm the only one slipping and sliding on the court. I can't even do a legitimate crossover because I'm traveling with the Pro Wings, man.
Dog, must be nice to have Pro Wings. My mother had us in jellies, and I'm a whole man. I'm a man, dog. I'm a little boy wearing jellies.
You got pictures. Come on, you gotta have pictures of that. You gotta have pictures of you in the jelly.
I got no pictures.
Hey, Rock, he's in the pink jellies. He's in the pink jelly.
No, I was in the clear one, and then let my mama say the clear ones is unisex.
So you out there hooping with jellies on, dog?
And then it's hot. So the jellies is melting on the cement, dog.
Feet all sweaty, smelling like onions and Newports.
I'm a whole with the clear ones with the little crystals inside of them, dog.
Yeah, man.
Y'all, I can see Griff out there with some jellies. Yo, pass the rock, boo, pass the rock. Ball up.
So I might have been wearing jellies, but at least I wasn't out there slipping and sliding doing Michael Jackson.
I was all over the court. Hey, they like, Rock, you can't play point guard, bro.
I was in the Pro Wings. So ain't nothing wrong with them Pro Wings, man.
Hey,
that's what you got, a child. $5. $5.
Huh?
I said $5 is how much your Pro Wings will start. $5.
$7.50 plus tax.
Dog. Them jellies might have been. Remember them shoes that came in the barrel in the grocery store that had the
I thought about those too.
The rubber bands on them, dog.
Yeah, you had to find your size. You had to find the size.
Yeah, those were they were called tracks with a whole bunch of X's.
You couldn't. It wasn't nobody there to help you with your size. You had to dig in the barrel and find your size and hope it was a size in there. And sometimes it wouldn't be matching sizes.
Oh, man.
Man, let's get to this 3-minute ticker, dog. Yay or nay, homies? I'm going to go first.
Let's go.
Your Dallas Cowboys stunk up the whole field in a preseason game
Why you gotta say it
against
like
Seattle, dog. They look so horrible, dog.
In Denver,
Broncos looked amazing against the Cowboys. It was hard to watch. I was going back and forth to the Steeler game, dog.
I think the sad part is it's going to be a nay, and I can't wait for Mike McCarthy. And you hate to say this early this season, but to lose his job and then bring in Sean Payton because there's no discipline on this team. This team ended the season against the 49ers in the playoffs with 14 penalties. They had 17 penalties Saturday night. And I don't care what people say about, okay, some rookies play, but still you learn. That's where you learn in the preseason, and you got to start there. What did Mike McCarthy say after the season? After the game, he said, "This is the preseason. We'll get it straight for the regular season." No, you won't. It starts in training camp. It starts early, back in June, and it should have been the focus on you not leading the league in penalties anymore.
Rock
That's
T,
embarrassing.
yay or nay?
That's a nay.
That's
Bring
a
on
nay.
Sean Payton.
All right, well, let's keep that Dallas Cowboy spirit going. Antonio Brown casually said, "Hey, Jerry Jones, call me." Yay or nay, homies?
Yay. Bring him on.
Are you crazy?
Bring him on.
You haven't seen the destruction he brings to your football team.
Yeah.
He could not play with Tom Brady.
Okay. In the NBA.
God's quarterback. He couldn't play with God's quarterback.
True. But in the
Football
NBA,
Jesus, dog.
in the NBA, you
Football
got
Jesus.
a thing called a 10-day contract. I would bring Antonio Brown in for a tryout and a strong stipulation list saying if you were to make the team and if you violated any of these on this list, you're immediately gone. No ifs, ands, buts about it. But as far as Antonio Brown, the wide receiver football player on the field, now the Cowboys go right back up to the top of the list.
Okay, now let me tell you what you are as somebody that's picking up Antonio Brown. You a sucker for pain. You know the Bugs Bunny, Daffy Duck, rabbit season, duck season, rabbit season, duck season. That's what you're doing all season playing with Antonio Brown. He's such a cancer that oncology wards call the Antonio wards, dog. Don't do that, dog. It's a strong nay from me.
You go with a strong nay. I don't care if they'll be without James Washington, who they lost for about 6 to 10 weeks with a foot injury, and Gallup may not come back to maybe the second or third game of the season. But I go with my one main receiver, which is CeeDee Lamb, and I try to get through the first 3 games without Gallup. I don't bring Antonio Brown in because to me it's a waste. You're talking about turmoil and destruction on your team. That's what he brings. He doesn't want to play football.
Like you saying turmoil, dog. That was like such a huge word for you, dog. Like, turmoil.
He said that thing, didn't he?
He said that thing. You bringing turmoil. Look at it.
I think he been wanting to use that word in the sentence since week 1. He finally squeezed it in. He got a big white chalkboard on the side with
words on it, dog.
Turmoil.
And right when he said that word, his wife was on the side and said, "There you go. There you go, baby. I told you could use it. I told you could use it. I told you."
Okay, that's what we're going with right now. That's fine. Dude. That's fine.
Go ahead, dog.
But you know the best part about the 3-minute drill? Kids go back to school. Have your kids started back to school? Mine start in a couple of days.
Sophomore in high school started last week. She didn't need a lot of things. You know, by the time you make it to your sophomore year, that's the cool year. So maybe you give them some new chucks or a new shirt or something, but you don't go full-blown freshman new on them. So I like her style. I like her swag. And, 2 more years, dog. Class of 25 for me.
Yes, sir. My 8-year-old, my son starts the 8th grade in 2 days. So we hype about that. And then our two daughters, Lyric and Harmony, they start their next year of college in August, in about 2 more weeks.
That's what's up.
So we good. That's definitely triple yay right there for us.
Triple yays, dog. Good show. Rock, I apologize for the miscommunication.
Don't apologize. I love that. I love the way y'all fought at the beginning of the show. And I can sit back and referee. Fight over here. Fight.
We're not going to have a dysfunctional relationship like you and your wife, dog. We cool.
It's just a little bit of turmoil.
And Griff, I apologize, Griff, if I misunderstood in the wrong way. We good. We homies. We straight.
Homies for real, dog. Let's get up out of here. Tell them what they got to do to keep listening to us.
Yeah, man. Keep subscribing. Keep downloading. Keep hitting that little bell next to the download button because that alerts your phone and your iPad or anywhere you listen to the podcast every time we drop a new episode. And make sure you give the 5-star reviews. Every time you give us 5-star reviews, we move up in podcasting ranking world, whatever you want to call that. So, Rock Teasy's who I be.
It's your boy Griff, and I hate the homies.
And if you don't subscribe, you're going to have turmoil in your life.
That's 3 times.
This is Super Dave. I forgot what I was supposed to say after that.
We don't care.
And guess what?
There it is, man. We out.
Ray Duggar, close us out, homie.
I hate the homies.